Hi everyone, Lindsay here, and this is my art channel. I believe art and Japanese dogs are inseparable, in my humble opinion, and my Shiba Inu are a huge inspiration for my art. So, I'll also be including them in some of my videos. Please join me as I navigate creating art and explore the beauty of nature with one of Japan's most delightful living treasures, the Shiba Inu. Hello, I have an unboxing from Sketchbox today, and they sent their new theme for June. It's this new product that I've never heard of or seen before. It's from Rockwell, which I know just from their super granulating paints that I like that are made in Canada. So, and this appears to be a water soluble oil paint. I didn't know they did that. They're called Oilac. It's described as water-based mixable oil color. 3 feeling paints in 1: oil, acrylic, and watercolor. Rich colors, fast drying, matte and waterproof finish, crafted to inspire every artist. The ultimate fusion of mediums. So I know other brands make oil mixable or water mixable oil paint. Winsor Newton, I've seen some of those, and that's kind of a neat concept, but I've never ever tried that, and I've only tried oils like once when I was a kid. And I've done a little bit more with acrylic and gouache, so I'm not sure what to expect with this. And the kit comes, there's their sticker. It comes with a little palette. So let's see, remove film from both sides before use. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Of all the things to get stuck on, it's gonna be this part. Give it the old colors try. All right, well, maybe I'll come back to that. Ooh. Remove film. But I don't really see a film. Hold on. Okay, I finally got it. So, in case that first part cuts off, this is the new Sketchbox water-based oil mixable color set. This little palette is kind of cute. And here's the paints from Rockwell, which I've only known from watercolor. And these are the colors. Albedo white, so it looks like PW6, primary yellow, PY1, orange, PO13, Viridian Youth, PG7, and PB23, romantic purple. Exciting. These all look light fast. Yeah, so we'll see. I guess I will set them out on here and try not to make a huge mess, but I'm gonna try the prompt and see what I get. I don't have any other like solvent or anything, so I'm just gonna go with what they say and do water. All right, there's the white. Here's the yellow. I don't use yellow a whole lot, but maybe I'll just do something different this time. Orange. And Viridian. That's pretty nice Viridian, actually. It seems a lot stronger than what I was expecting. And then romantic purple. It's very thrilling. So this is going to test my color theory. And then it comes with a Strathmore oil painting paper with a linen finish for oil paint, acid-free, no gesso required. Okay, so this should be adequate for the job. Oh yeah, it's got a nice little linen texture. I kind of want to tear, well, maybe I'll do this. We'll do this instead. Okay, so got that. And I have these two little tiny cute palette knives. Those are great. And I also cheated and I got some of my old oil brushes out. So I might use some of these guys up since they never get used ever. I'll try not to bump the camera too much. I'll just pick a shorter one. It's pretty stiff, so we'll try that. Okay, so here's the prompt. It says I start with that and then I finish with that, which never happens, but I appreciate the prompt anyway. All right, create a loose line drawing on wet paper thoroughly with what? Use the edge of the palette knife and a small amount of paint. Sketch a loose landscape. Let wet on wet approach. Allow the paint to bleed and move naturally. Start with a photo of landscape, but don't try to copy it exactly. Focus more on shapes, colors, and feelings. Okay. All right. I think I'll still, well, I don't have a landscape right here in front of me. Go pull one out. Okay, I found a old landscape and it's an old one of these pictures. And this is from my husband's, I don't know, family photo album, someplace in Bavaria. So I thought I would just give it a try since I have a physical copy. It makes it easier for me to draw from that because usually I use my phone and my phone is recording right now. So, all right. Okay, mother color is a single color mixed into all of your other colors, create harmony, orange, and added it to this mixture of white and romantic purple. Those are pretty colors. Okay, so I said to wet everything thoroughly, so I'll give it a little spray. Try not to. Okay, got it wet. And I'll just sort of spread that around. And I will sketch it with the palette knife, I guess. So let's, other color. I'll mix a little bit of this orange and yellow and I'll kind of just follow that and do a little, oh yeah, it does. Okay, this is totally foreign to me. Oh, the paper wants to buckle. Okay. So I'll put the houses in here. Oh yeah, this is weird. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna make some, I'm gonna take some artistic liberties here with the setup of this. Let's see, can you see it? Okay. Oops, there we go. Oh boy, I am not sure how this is gonna turn out. There's a little river going through this little make-believe town. I kind of like the effect though. I'm gonna try not to use the paintbrush until the end. Okay. And then let's get some mountains. All right. Boy, this is I have not ever sketched with a palette knife before, so this is taking a little bit more. Maybe I need more paint. No, this is right. I'll do this type of motion. Okay, that works better. That type of motion is what you need. So the main thing that I know about using the oils is that traditionally they don't dry right away. So I don't know if these are gonna dry while I'm using them, or if I'm gonna have to set it aside or what, but we'll find out. Oops, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, you just have to get the right angle with these types of things. And okay, yep, having the right angle of the palette knife is essential. There we go. So I think this is how it's supposed to go. Maybe put a little shrub right over here. All right, watercolor, mix and color harmony. Okay, so I'm gonna make a little mixture of this and a little bit of that white. Let's mute it a little bit more. And a little dab of orange, because that's what the prompt says to do. The world's tiniest oil painter. Okay, let's see what that's pretty dark still. I guess I'm going to be using a lot more white. For the record, I've only used palette knives to peel paper off of a paper block. So, okay. Begin applying thicker paint onto dry paper using palette knife. Focus on responding to your drawing rather than filling in exact shapes. Let the marks stay loose and expressive. Okay, I'll give it a try. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve right here, but we're gonna do it. I kind of want to put my finger in it to scrape it off and help it go faster. Maybe I should use the smaller one. Let me try this more blunt angled palette knife number 2. Maybe that will be easier. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's better. There's a different angle to it, which is helpful. Maybe I should have, let me do this. Okay, there we go. I had to do. Got it. There's too much white in here. Oh, I should have done an underpainting first. I forgot about that. But look at it. It mixes with white, or with water. That's pretty cool. Wow, yeah, water mixable oil paint. That's pretty neat. It does seem to be drying pretty quickly, actually, too. Yeah, it's drying already. I don't think I wanted it that dark, but you know what? You can go back over it because it's not permanent as far as making mistakes. Not like watercolor can be. Ooh, I scrubbed too hard on the paper. Oops. Okay. I do a little bit here. All right, and let me just do a little bit of this. Oops, shoot. Uh-oh, I messed it up. I shouldn't have done that. Let me put this one away. This brush is too damp and the paper is too damp now. Okay. I'm figuring it out. I'll get there. It is, yeah, it is pretty. It dries pretty quickly, actually. Okay, and it's bleeding everywhere. Uh-oh. Well, we'll try. We're gonna try. Let me get this little house over here. Kind of over here. I'll just do a suggestion of a house here. Okay. Okay, and go back to this part. Loose shapes. All right, loose shapes. Nice and loose. See, you could build up layers really easily with this, though. I'm gonna play with this green a little bit. Add a little yellow. And a little bit of that. It's a pretty bright green. Okay, let me see. You know, people are always saying how watercolor is like really hard and like oil painters are scared of trying watercolor. And I'm like, no way. Right now, this oil paint is not. This technique is just completely different. But that's why I like getting these boxes, because they kind of like force you to go outside your comfort zone. So that's okay. I'm all about learning new stuff. I would not have tried this on my own. Let's just make a little darker green here. I'm always surprised at the variety of color you can get with a real limited palette. And this is a really limited palette, so I'll put some darks in here. Oh, I would definitely try this one over again, just so now that I kind of know how it is behaving, I kind of have a little bit better understanding of it. It's killing me not using a brush right now, though. I'm so used to using brushes. Wait, the example picture is very beautiful, and mine is not going to be very beautiful. So let's put some dark shapes in here and just do it. I should have done a full underpainting first. Now I know. I might have to scrap this one. Okay, here's the dark side. I was bad at applying my color theory for this. Make sure this is turning up okay. I think I should put the highlights in at the end. Okay, now I know why oil painters are messy. This is kind of messy. I don't mind though, it's fun. I'm still having fun. That wasn't fully dry. That's bugging me. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna need to get more paint. All right, I need more. Give me more. And more green. More whites. Right, there's more green. We're gonna need more green. Okay, so let me continue doing this, whatever this is. Not my finest work. Yeah. Yeah. My family's wanting to know if I'm still wasting my time. instead of doing chores. We have to bathe the dogs today. So there are some other things to do. Let's see, I want to tone this down a little bit. Okay. I'm scraping some of the underpaint off. That's okay. It's okay. It's all okay. All right. Okay, I can't take it anymore. I gotta use a brush. Gotta use a brush. There we go. I'm cooking with oil a little bit. Yeah, let's mute this a little bit. Why not? I'm going to make the hills a little purple. That's fine with me. Oh, it reactivates with water too. Oh, even after it's dried. That's pretty nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to call that done. All right. This was not the best attempt, but I've lasted on oil when I was in high school, and I did one picture that was not complete, and I gave up promptly. So now I know I might give it another try and see how it goes. So thanks for watching. So final thoughts. I would definitely try it again and improve my technique a little bit and do underpainting and maybe follow the prompt a little bit more to just get something that's kind of abstract and colorful, because I think the finished example is really pretty. That's definitely a skill, and I will try to work a little bit harder on that and plan a little bit smarter. But it was very easy to clean up. It's water soluble, way less mess than, and way nicer than having to use a solvent or anything. And then they re-wet too, which is, or they seem to anyway, which is really cool. And I like the thick impasto feel of it that you don't get with traditional watercolor. How it's different from gouache. I don't know, I think I could have probably applied a lot of the same technique with gouache to this, or with acrylic painting, so it's not that different, and it doesn't smell. I just like I like that you can use it in the different ways, and you can get a lot of watercolor-like effect too. So yeah, this was great. It stretched my my mental wings, and I definitely have areas of weakness in like shading and composition and like highlights and shadows, but it was a really limited palette too, and I didn't use any of the colors that weren't there that I couldn't mix. So I could get some pretty dark darks, but you know, no black. At least there was white for highlights, and I just, you know, it's just the opposite of watercolor in terms of layering, so I would do that part differently next time. But yeah, it was pretty fun, and I definitely learned something. Thanks. Bye.